welcome to my channel. My name's Emily, the Petite beauty blogger, and in today's video we'll be doing the power of makeup. If you haven't been on this channel before, welcome. My name's Emily. I am the Petite beauty blogger. I am 4'11", petite as hell and loving it. Now this channel is always going to be about makeup and having fun, and it's never going to be about the tea or the drama, so please check out my other videos. It's just about having a love of makeup and we can share in that. Now for today's video I am doing the power of makeup, and I know this has been done to death. Nikki Tutorials did the OG incredible one that went absolutely viral because she looked insane, and although we don't necessarily have the same background, we have the same love of makeup, and we know that with the right technique and the right products you can actually change your face and kind of look like, in a way, a different person. And that's kind of like what I do with makeup. It's kind of like my own kind of persona per se, and that's one of the reasons why I like makeup, because it completely changed my face, and that is what I am planning to do today for you guys. So I really hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible. I know I struggle with getting videos shorter, but tell me down below if you actually prefer them long or short, and then I know for future reference whether to keep them long or try and shorten them. So the first product I'm going into is primer, and this is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base, and as you can see it is very well used. It is basically gone, and it's my absolute favourite. The next product I'm going in with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit. Now if you're wondering why I'm doing my contour first, then go watch my previous videos on contour, a guide to contouring, and you'll see why. But just a little breakdown, I just want that extra contour that's going to give me nice sharp cheekbones and a sunk in smaller, slimmer face. Now as you can see I have got more of a round face, so I'm trying to sink it in and make it look a bit skinnier because it's quite a chubby little round face that I'm trying to slim. Now makeup really is magic. You can really change your face with makeup if you use the right techniques and you do it correctly. So if you keep watching you will see why. And yeah, it may be something you want to learn in the future. Okay, so now I've completed the contour lines. I know that looks scary as hell, but as you can see I did these two lines along my nose, and my nose is already looking 10 times smaller. And don't worry, we are not going to leave it like this. We are just going to quickly blend it out. Now you can keep using this, or you can go in with a sponge. It really doesn't matter. I am just going to use this just to kind of smudge out the edges. Okay, so I know this looks really intense, but do not worry because we are now going to go over it with the foundation, and for that I'm going to be using my Revolution Pro stippling brush, and then for foundation I'll be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in 145. Now for this I do soft circular motions, and I start right down here. So what you want to do is you want to put the main load of foundation on the skin that hasn't got anything, and then just blend it out over the contour we've just done. Just like so. So we're not taking away all the contouring that we've just done. Okay, so now we've completely covered the darker contour with foundation. I'm now going to go in with concealer just to brighten up under my eyes and my forehead and my chin, just to create that contrast. Just so, and this is going to help our face look a tiny bit slimmer. And because I have a two head, I like to put on a bit more on my forehead just to largen it, because the lighter shade will largen, whereas the darker contour shade will hide. And now I'm going to blend away. So now I've completely blended all my concealer. I am going to go in with powder quickly to stop it from creasing and to set it. And this is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. And I love this one. It's not translucent, so do be warned, but it is really nice. I believe they have multiple shades, so check it out. And I am going to be applying it using the Morphe R5. Okay, so now I have powdered. I am just going to deepen my contour lines using the Benefit Get the Pretty Started, and I'm going to be using the shade Hula right there, and I'm going to be applying it using the Spectrum 804 brush. As it's a bit thinner, it's a bit more concentrated, so you get a bit more of an angle, which is what I like. Now I'm going in with a Benefit blush called California, and I'm just going to lightly apply that to my cheeks. And now to help slim down my nose and give it more definition, I'm going back in with my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil powder, and I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I'm just going to create a line right next to the contour we've already done, and this is just going to help our nose look more snatched, and I love this technique. I did let that bake for a few minutes and let it sit there and sink in, and now I'm just going to wipe it away. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown, and I'm going to be drawing on my brows using the Spectrum Eyebrow Eyeliner brush. The first thing I always do before I apply any brow is I always groom them, because you want your brow hairs to be sitting nicely, so when you apply the product it doesn't apply weirdly and it goes on as flawlessly as possible. Continuing on now with the eyes, I'm going to go in with a primer first, and this is a P. Louise primer base in 01. So the palette I'm going in with today is the Strawberry Shake palette by Colourpop. Now I really love this one because it's got some gorgeous pink shades. There's some shimmers, some mattes, they are stunning. There's enough shades where you can do a bold look or you can do a natural look, whatever you are feeling. And for my transitional shade, I am going to be using the Morphe M411 to apply it. And the shade I will be using is that kind of very calm shade called Woke. So basically what I'm going to do with this shade is create one giant wing shape just up by my brow, and I'm using a big fluffy blending brush because I want it to be really blended out. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using a swooping motion just to blend it out and up into my temple. Now to intensify this look and give it some more colour, I'm going to go in with a denser blending brush, and I'm going into the shade My Milkshake, which is actually kind of neon-y. It just doesn't look very neon-y on the camera, but I'm literally just going to be following the line I've already created just by using a small scratchy motion, and just to create that giant wing, and it's just going to be its own line on itself. Now what I am going to do to connect it together is I'm going to connect it to my lash line just to give it that really winged out look that I am in love with. Now going in with the Makeup Revolution Rachel palette, I'm going to go in with a nice deep brown shade, and that shade is Crush, which is just there, and I love it. It's going to add some depth and really help contour the eyes. And for that, I'm going to use a Spectrum angled brush. I'm just doing a diagonal line, and I'm using the Crush shade just to follow the pink we've already done. Now I'm going in with the gorgeous shimmery shade Whipped, and I'm using a flat brush. Now normally you could cut out your crease with concealer or primer, but I love these shades so much that I didn't really want to do that. I kind of wanted that muted but still fabulous kind of look that I think I could actually wear a lot. I'm now going to top that with the gorgeous shimmer Delish, and that is going to go straight over Whipped just to add some pop, some silvery sparkles, and just make it look even more fab. What I'm doing now is quickly going back in with that Crush shade from the Rachel palette, just to add some of that definition back that may have got lost with some of the shimmer mixing with it, and it's just going to deepen it and just make it more dramatic. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going in with my favourite eyeliner, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I'm just going to do a tiny cute little flick. To finish off the shadow completely, I'm now going back in with the shadow My Milkshake, and I'm just going to be connecting the line on the top to the lower lash line. And I'm also going back in with the shade Delish just in my inner corner to make my inner corner pop. Okay, so I have completed my eyes. I've added liner, mascara and my lashes. Now I did pull this one out a bit because I have very small beady eyes, so I want to lengthen them, and that's what you can do with shadow, and I want it to be a bit more fun. If you've seen my New Year's resolution video, I'll put it up here somewhere, then you will see that I'm trying to be a bit more bold up with my normal makeup, and I absolutely love this. And I used this and I created this look using the Strawberry Shake Colourpop and the Rachel palette from Makeup Revolution, and I love it. And I put a bit of brown on there to add definition, because darker shadows can be great for contouring your eyes. So I put mine slightly above because I have very hooded eyes, just to create kind of a new lid shape. And I put a bit of shimmer on the inner corners just to brighten it up. Now the next thing I'm going in with is highlighter. Now highlighter is very underrated when it comes to contouring, because it just picks up every little bit and brightens, and it can really change the shape of your face. Just gonna add a tiny bit here. Now as you can see, it's got such a contrast with the contour here that it kind of lifts up that bit and kind of gives me sharper cheekbones, which is what I love. And look at the inside. Now I like to do more of a thinner line that's blended out rather than a lot. Now I do add a bit on my forehead and chin, but that is just to add a bit of dewiness. And then when it comes to my nose, I always use my fingers because it gives me a better line, a bit smaller, because when it comes to your nose you want it to be smaller and not too much. Otherwise, if you do it too much highlighter on your nose, then you're just going to be making your nose larger, which we're trying not to do here. Now I'm applying some highlighter just underneath my brow, right on my brow bone, and this is going to give us a gorgeous eyebrow lift just with the use of highlighter. And there's the completed eye look all together. I'm actually in love with this. It's not usually something I would go with, but I'm actually living for it. Now stay tuned, because we are now going to move on to the lips. And the pink lipstick I am going to be going in with today is my ultimate favourite. It is the Lancome one. It's the limited edition in Rose 388, and it is my absolute favourite, and it does the pop and you pull it out, and this is the colour that I've been searching for absolute years, and when I found it my heart burst and I fell in love with it. So I'm going to move in and do my lips. And there you have it, those are my lip completed. I love it. It's a matte. They are my favourite types of lipstick. Matte is my favourite. It just makes me feel so much better. Now for the very last step before I do the big before and after reveal is setting spray, and I'm going in with my NYX Dewy Finish. So that is the completed look. Now I know usually when you do power of makeup it's usually more neutral and natural, but if we're going to do a drastic difference between no makeup and makeup, why not add loads of fun colour? Now pink is my favourite colour, so of course it had to be pink, and I'm trying to be a bit more bold with my looks, and I've never done an eye look quite like this and I am obsessed. So by really pushing the boundaries and trying to be different, I have found a eye look that I'm probably going to use forever now, all the time. I love it, and it wasn't too hard either, so you can definitely try this at home. So I've got a mixture of luxury and budget on my face. It's my favourite, and yeah, I will put the pictures of this look on my Instagram at Petite Beauty Blogger. Also check out my Instagram because I do fun little game things on my stories to go in videos. So I did one with makeup and popular opinions, watch that wherever it is, and yeah, you can get involved in things like that and questions, which I also have done as well, so check that one out. And please check out my Facebook, facebook.com/MUA by Emily, because I am a pro makeup artist, and if you have anything in the future then you can book me as a makeup artist. So if you need any makeup done for an event, wedding, party, Halloween, whatever, then book me, because makeup artists have had a really tough time of it, because we're probably one of the industries where we get pretty close to people's faces, so we've been pretty hard done by this pandemic. So please just book us. And if you want to check out my portfolio and my price and everything, it's in my website, which is linked in the description box down below. And as always, I hope you're staying safe and well. Please contact me if you are struggling on my Instagram. It's private, confidential, and I'm just a voice to talk to, a stranger that can help. I'm not a therapist, but I can just be a person that you can talk to. So please, if you are struggling, please don't suffer alone. Talk to someone, no matter who it is. And as always, please check out my other videos, because there are a lot and we're in lockdown. There's not much to do, so check them out. And as always, I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you in my next video.